Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my April favorites and flops. I do have quite a bit. Some of it is not really stuff I typically talk about on my channel as far as faves goes, but it is something that I use and wear every single day for the most part, so I thought I would talk about it. Also, I don't have a whole lot of flops. I do have some standout items that did really flop for me. So I thought I'd talk about those, and that is actually where I'm going to start. So the first flop I want to talk about is this. It is an eye color that I received in my IPSY bag. It is from Hikari. It is a full-size Hikari item, and this color looks beautiful, but on the eyes it translates very poorly. It took so much work for me to get any kind of pigmentation out of this color. I don't know that I'll wear it very often. To be honest, it might just get decluttered to my 6-year-old daughter. I don't know. But I will say that I was really disappointed with this color. It took forever for me to get it to translate with any kind of pigmentation onto my eyes. As you can see, it looks a little dug into. I don't know, maybe you guys can't see that, but it looks really dug into, and that is all from one use. I just didn't have a whole lot of fun with this. I really thought I was going to, but because it was a color that I was really super excited to use. It is one of my favorite colors. This chartreuse green of it is one of my favorite colors. I love green in general, but this one is one of my favorites, and it just didn't translate it. As a matter of fact, I did a video with this on my eyes, and I'll have to link that video up in the cards, because you can't even tell I'm wearing anything of substance on my eyeballs. So this was certainly a failure for me this month, and like I said, I don't know how much use I'll get out of it because it's just so super hard to work with. Just swatching it alone, it looks like it's going to be beautiful, but getting it to work on my eyes was a whole nother story. The next item I have that is a fail is this guy, actually. Makeup brush shampoo that I bought at Ross, I think it was, that I thought I would try out in between my e.l.f. makeup brush cleaner and getting a new brush cleaner from Sephora, the Cinema Secrets. This is worse than e.l.f. and e.l.f. I think is not horrible, but it's also not the best I've used, and it was one I swore by for a long time because it was only $3, but the Japanese stuff that I get from TJ Maxx currently is better than that, and the Cinema Secrets is way better than that. So this stuff doesn't really do anything. It really doesn't do anything. Like with the Japanese and the Cinema Secrets, you can spray it on your brush and see the pigmentation of the colors that you have been using on your brush just disappear automatically without having to wipe it off. I do wipe it off, but with this one, the pigmentation of the colors that you're using, it still stains the brushes. It still stays on the brushes, and I just feel like, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of this? If not to get that pigmentation off the brushes. This is just not, it's not amazing. So I couldn't tell you where to pick it up again, even if I wanted to pick it up again. I got it at Ross. We all know how it goes at Ross. Sometimes items are there and sometimes they are not. I would not purchase this again. Ever. Ever. So those are my two fails for the month. Let's move into my favorites of the month. So this Batiste dry shampoo is something I picked up in a recent haul. I am super glad I picked it up. I got it from TJ Maxx. I'm super glad I picked it up because it has been my lifesaver. I love this stuff. It smells so good. This one is called Sassy and Daring Wild, but it smells like you kind of just got out of the shower. It smells like a bar soap, which sounds stupid, but it smells really good. I love the smell of this. And it works really well to keep my hair from looking gross if I haven't shampooed it for a day or two. So life's this is a one of my favorite products of this month. It's been amazing for my hair. This guy, another one of my favorites. I love this Boom Boom Cream from Sol de Janeiro. It is amazing. It smells amazing. I put it on every time I get out of the shower, and you don't need a lot, but I have used quite a bit of it. You don't need a lot. It smells delicious. It smells so good, and my daughter tries to steal it from me all the time. I tell her she can't have it, and she just went to a thing where she got some vegan lotion of some sort that smells very similar to this, but this stuff is amazing. I feel like it helps hydrate my skin really well. I don't know about its, helping with, cellulite factors, which I believe that this thing boasts to do. Fast absorbing body cream, helps tighten and smooth like no other. I don't really feel, honestly, like it helps tighten and smooth. But with that being said, maybe it does and I'm just not noticing it. I'm real self-critical. I don't know any female that isn't, but I do love the scent of it. So it doesn't matter to me if it tightens and smooths or not. I love the scent of it, and it is so hydrating to my legs, which are typically very, very dry. So I put it on my legs, my arms, my butt, my everywhere. So it is an amazing smelling body cream. The next thing I have is this Wet n Wild dual-ended contour stick. Like, I love this thing. I have been using it every day. I swore by the Kat Von D contour, the Shade and Light contour palette, and I still love that thing. But this just makes life so easy in the morning. Like, I just and blend it out, and I am done. I don't have to spend time, with powder. I also like the highlighting end of it. I just, put it on under my eye, put a nice little cross on my forehead and a line down my nose and on my cheek and in my cupid's bow, and then blend it out. It just is so easy. It's so quick. It's so easy, and I will probably continue to repurchase this just because it is so easy. The next items I have kind of go hand in hand with one another. I use them together all the time, and they are these guys. I have the Maybelline Master Camo color correcting pens. I have it in the lavender and the yellow. I use the lavender one to kind of counteract this Hard Candy one, because this Cushion Wonder by Hard Candy is kind of in the wrong color of peach for me. It's a really dark orange color. So I use it, the lavender one, to kind of counteract that color and make the perfect color of peach for me. I recently ran out of this guy. I'll have to go get another one. It did last for quite some time, but not like a long time. I wish they'd make them fatter so that they'd last a little bit longer, but they're super inexpensive. So you could get like 2 at a time and they'd last for quite some time. It lasted me probably about a month, which isn't bad for, I think the cost of it was like $6. I also got the yellow one. I use this one to brighten up my under eyes. After I put these two on, I use this to brighten it up. I put these two on, then, blend it out, and then I put this one on over the top of that to kind of brighten it up before I put on concealer, but after I've got my foundation on, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm putting a lot of crap on my under eye, so I've got these pretty atrocious eye bags though, so these are a favorite of mine. I've been using them every single day, and to the extent that I forgot to continue to use my Hard Candy color correcting palette that is in my project pan. So I have since taken this out of the mix and just used these, and then used my Hard Candy color correcting palette for the yellow in that, but now I'm out of the purple. So the next thing I have is a couple of mascaras that I have fallen in love with this last month. This Maybelline Total Temptation is pretty cool. It doesn't do a lot, I don't think, for lengthening my lashes, to be honest, but this is the wand on it. It is pretty big. It does voluminize my lashes a lot, which I I think is great. It makes it look like there's a whole lot more there than there is. And then I use this one, the Tarte's Lash Paint, to create some volume, some kind of length to them. So these two together are a great combination. And this one's wand isn't as scary, honestly. It's a little bit thinner, and it is rubber bristles, whereas I think this one is more of a natural bristle. So the next item I have is this e.l.f. Facial whip, and I think this was in my last one as well, but I love this stuff. And I love this stuff to the extent that my daughter, when I bought this one, I also bought a white one and gave it to my daughter. And she doesn't like it, so she gave it to her 6-year-old sister, and then I stole it back. I stole it from the 6-year-old sister because this has slowly became one of my favorite highlighters. I love that I can just put this on my hand, kind of dab it out, dab it onto my face, and then take a wet, like, little tiny Real Techniques, the little tiny purple guy, and just kind of dab it out, and it just looks beautiful. And it sits on my skin so well that it doesn't look like it's on my skin, but within my skin. So it's just a pretty highlighter. The next thing I have to talk about is my ABH Subculture palette. This is a palette that there was a lot of controversy about when it first came out. I didn't find any problems with it, but I also don't really dig into my palettes very much because I'm afraid of destroying them. This one has seen better days. It is very dirty, but I have been using this a lot lately. My favorite color is probably this Roxy color. It reminds me a lot of this color that I have on currently, which is Eden out of the Desert Dusk palette, but it is such a pretty color. It goes on so well. These mattes just go on beautifully. They stay beautifully. They are not sparse and they do not get patchy. They're just so pretty, and I have found myself using this palette an awful lot lately. I've even used this yellow a lot lately, which is something I never thought I'd do because yellow is not my color, but I have found that it looks really good on my eyes, actually. So I'm really happy to be back into that. This is kind of not something that I talk about very much on my channel, but this is, or at all, but this is something that I really thought I needed to bring attention to. So I wear these earrings every single day, and they are from, my mother has a business through paparazzi, and she sells these earrings, and I've had a lot of people comment on my earrings and where I get them, and that is where I get them from. So I have probably 400 pairs of earrings. I'm not gonna lie. And this is a pair from her store, and they are just like little purple pairs, and they guarantee all their jewelry. You can, you know, send it back or they will repair it for you if it breaks, but they guarantee it against allergens and whatnot. My daughter is allergic to metal, and she can wear a lot of their jewelry. And so this is a pair of earrings from there also. I wear all the time. I love them. They are backwards. Sorry guys. I got something all over my fingers. They've got little jewels down at the bottom. They're just so pretty. I also have this pair that I wear all the time. That is a more simple pair. It's just silver. I also have like this pair, which is like a pretty light pink. I don't know if you guys can see those. A pretty light pink pair. I have a bunch. This pair is one of my favorite pairs. What pair is it? And it is the Tree of Life pair. And it is kind of like a copper, but that little dangle down there has the Tree of Life in it. Can you guys see that? I just love the jewelry that I get from her. And you can go onto Facebook and find her at Brenda's Bling Boutique. She always posts in her page the offerings that she has, and all you have to do is type sold on there and she will make sure that you get your product. She sends out next day. Every piece of jewelry that she has is only $5, and she has anything from necklaces to earrings to bracelets to headbands even, and children's jewelry. So I thought I would mention her in a video as well, because I wear her earrings every single day and a lot of people comment on them. So that is it for my faves and flops for April. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate that you stopped by and spent a few minutes of your day with me. I know that you don't have to, so it warms my heart that you do. I hope that you'll want to subscribe on your way out, or before you're on your way out, or like now would be okay even. Because I would love to have banter with you back and forth in my comments section. I do read every single comment and comment on every single comment that comes into my comment section, and I do hope to see you as part of my YouTube family. Thank you so much for joining me.
And me.
I do post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Sunday, depending on my schedule and how it goes, and sometimes I throw in some bonus videos there, and you get 7 videos a week instead of 3. So again, thanks so much for joining me, you guys. I freaked out because I saw your shadow in the window and thought somebody was standing out there. I can see your head shadow in the window, and I thought somebody was out there. Thanks so much for joining me again, you guys. Sorry about the lighting. I am recording today at night, so I'm using my lights here instead of the natural lighting, which I typically use, so it's a little shadowy. I'm sorry about that. But until next time, guys, bye.